So, against my better judgment, I went to go see The Last Jedi, and for me, the last straw with Disney Wars, which is what I'm officially naming the new Star Wars films because they're just absolutely terrible. I'm not going to say I gave Force Awakens a pass, but Force Awakens is at least watchable. This is a freaking travesty. The Last Jedi. Oh my gosh. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's a horrible film. Horrible. Like, this Ryan Johnson guy understands nothing about this freaking universe. Disney just completely stupid gave this guy. They gave this guy a trilogy. We gave the trilogy before the damn thing even came out in theaters. That just shows you how greedy they are. They just know this guy's gonna make them money no matter what. They don't care how divided the film is. But I'll tell you right now, it suffered a drop at the box office. When that stupid Han Solo film comes out that no one's gonna watch because nobody cares, they're gonna realize they're a big mistake. And their biggest mistake is, spoilers, killing off Luke Skywalker. Biggest mistake they ever freaking made. It was a mistake to kill Han Solo, but Han Solo we can live without in the Star Wars universe. Han Solo is a great character, but Luke Skywalker has always been the face of the series. Even the prequels was about what led to his birth, and leading to New Hope and all that. But this movie was a joke. It's a freaking joke. I'm like sitting there in the theater to put my preconceived opinion aside for the time being, but the film's terrible. And I can't believe this, but I was actually kind of bored watching the film. I'm like, the stupid casino scene was ridiculous. The bird things I ignored completely because it looks stupid. Like, people cry about Jar Jar Binks and the teddy bears. Like, what's the difference? It's the same ploy. It's all to sell toys. The Care Bears and Turn Jedi was to sell toys. Jar Jar Binks was to get more kids into Star Wars. But it didn't change the tone of the series into a slapstick comedy like this film. It was like, look at that stupid Rebels cartoon, which is a terrible show, by the way. It's a slap in the face to fans like me, who grew up reading expanded universe material, playing the games, reading the comics. That's the Star Wars that I grew up with. I grew up with Luke Skywalker that wasn't a little pussy running away at the first sign of trouble because he couldn't save his nephew, who had a shimmer of darkness in him. Tiny bit. All of a sudden he can read his mind like, oh no, I can see the future of this kid. Instead of talking to the boy and counseling him, same thing they did with Anakin in the prequels. Instead of counseling the boy and say, hey, you can do better, you can do this, and tell him like you believe in them, they basically shun him away. And in a way, they kind of pushed him to the dark side, in a way. Kenobi tried, no one else did. Brell's like, oh, even though we know you have your mom on Tatooine, and we know that you have connection to your family and all that, we're still going to tell you that you're nothing but a piece of crap. And totally be surprised when he turns to the dark side and kills all you. Point being, the only scene they show with Luke and Ren in the flashback is Luke igniting a lightsaber over a freaking kid. That right there is completely out of character. It's out of character. I don't care what people say. Oh, we had a brief moment of weakness. It's bullcrap. The whole point of Return of the Jedi, the whole point that Kenobi and Yoda went into hiding was because they believed Luke and Leia were the next hope, the next generation of Jedi. That was the whole point. They wanted to wait for them to grow up so they could be better than what they were. That's the whole point of Return of the Jedi. He's the last of the old, first of the new. So when I wait, 10 years after the prequels? And I was already satisfied with the prequels, the way they ended. Revenge of the Sith had a perfect ending, leads right into the original Star Wars. So these Disney films are just extra for me. I figure like, hey, what the heck? 7, 8, 9, see what they do. But unfortunately, they're trash. All Force Awakens garbage. Rogue Zero, horrible film. Pointless film. Last Jedi, travesty. Not only does this film ruin Luke Skywalker, but it basically leaves you with nothing left. Nothing. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. But the ironic thing is that Leia is actually alive at the end of this, and Luke is not. And they could have used Luke for 9 and 10 as a background character. That I don't mind. But don't freaking have him walk into the battlefield looking like a boss and don't have him do anything because he's doing a little force projection bullcrap. What the hell was that? You're telling me you had Luke Skywalker in this freaking film and you have him do nothing. Nothing. Just crying little girl, like, oh no, I failed my nephew, I better run away now. Sorry, this is the same guy that wanted to save a princess on the Death Star, had visions about his friends, wanted to help him, and saved his dad. Sith Lord. This is the same guy. I didn't recognize him in this film because the freaking director doesn't understand this universe at all. Yeah, you can't call yourself a Star Wars fan and then completely do the exact opposite. It doesn't work like that. Sorry. Well, this Ryan Johnson guy does not deserve his own trilogy. He doesn't. It's not right. He doesn't deserve his own trilogy. He needs to consider doing something else. Get out of the Star Wars universe, dude. Because you are terrible. This is why I wasn't going to see it at all, because I kept having this gut feeling they're going to do something to piss me off. Go figure. The film sucked. It's the bottom line, people. It sucked. And there's really nothing positive I can really say about it because there's not one lightsaber fight in this film. I'm not saying there has to be, but it would have been nice to have Luke and Kylo Ren face off like Vader and Kenobi and have a little bit of banter back and forth. But they don't even do that because every time you think something cool is going to happen, this dumbass director pulls the rug from under your feet and throws some stupid joke in the film that doesn't belong there or some weird political crap that comes out of nowhere. Either that or one of the girls in the film upstages one of the guys because we have a woman in charge of Lucasfilm that wants to rub it in the face that she's a woman leading Star Wars. That's all she's doing. That's all she's doing. She's not making good characters. She's pushing her political agenda into Star Wars because she has that much power. Excuse my dog. She's a pain in the ass sometimes. But yeah. I'm trying to explain to people. Trying to explain to people that Luke Skywalker will never run away and hide for 30-something years on a deserted island like his predecessors because he's supposed to be better than them. That's the whole point. Kenobi watching over him for 20 freaking years on a desert planet. That's why he watched over him. He's like, oh, I'll save this lightsaber from my fallen apprentice for his son because his son hopefully will grow to be better than him. He'll be better than me. He'll be better than everybody in the prequels that died. Went during the fall of the rise of the Empire. But according to Mickey Mouse, Luke is just the same kind of voice as everybody else instead of the embodiment of what Jedi are supposed to be. I'm not saying it shouldn't have any weaknesses, but considering how Luke had his own struggle with darkness in Return of the Jedi and Empire, it makes even less sense for him to ignite his lightsaber over his nephew and try to kill him. And then straight up lie to what's her name and say that he didn't try to kill the boy. And that's the only scene they give us between the two of them. Like if there was a battle that broke out between Kylo Ren and the students he apparently took with him, I'm guessing that became the Knights of whatever, and Luke had his own band of students and they all fought, and that's how the temple burned down, fine. But don't give me one little scene and tell me that's enough for Kylo Ren to turn dark or for Luke to try and kill the boy. Get out of here. It's a little bullcrap. I know this Ryan Johnson guy wrote and directed this film, and that was a mistake. Huge mistake. This guy has no writing from bit him in the ass. He's still back to writing school or whatever, because he's a terrible director. Terrible. At least for this material. It's like, dude, you need to go back to the textbook and understand this freaking universe, because you screwed up, dude. Screwed up big time. Luke Skywalker is gone. Can't bring him back. It's like, what now? What now? It's like then they set up all this other crap and got this stupid kid at the end of the film. I guess he's supposed to be force sensitive or whatever. It's like, oh, we're going to have new Jedi. Yeah, and Luke and Rey should be the ones looking for these kids. I mean, Rey's not going to do this shit by herself. She could already do everything else. I mean, why not? But like, they just dug their own grave. This film is just a waste. It's a waste. Like, I couldn't believe I was actually seeing it. I think I mentioned it right. I was kind of bored because it just drags on. This movie is way too long, and there's not enough substance to keep it going. The whole freaking film, they're being chased by these big freaking ships, just like Empire Strikes Back. You even have a replica of the damn Battle Hoth on this stupid crystal whatever planet. Stupid. Stupid. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you can't be serious. And one of the funniest parts for me was when Rey all of a sudden she senses conflict in Kylo Ren, the guy she almost murdered in the reboot Awakens. She almost murdered this guy. All of a sudden she wants to be best friends with him. Get out of here. And she has no business knowing about Vader and Luke and their history. She thought Luke was a myth in Reboot Awakens. All of a sudden she can pull a mind trick out of thin air. No. No. See, they're taking the mythology of Star Wars and turning it on its head. People are done with actually fall for that. I'm not. I grew up with the expanded universe. The films have always been secondary to me, so the only thing that really bothers me about this is the fact that Luke is gone. He's gone. Favorite Star Wars character, he's gone. And now we have no reason to watch any more of these, so maybe I should thank Disney. So, thanks, Disney. Killed off my favorite Star Wars character, and he literally did nothing. Nothing. Literally did nothing in the film, which is the most disappointing thing. And then that Snoke thing was taken out. Surprising ease. I'm like, oh, the all-powerful Snoke taken out like a wuss. All that build-up. I mean, just a carbon copy of the freaking Emperor. This is a carbon copy of the Emperor. Not even in a good way. Like, what a waste, man. I'm sorry, but like, Kylo Ren is the last Skywalker in the lineage. It's ridiculous. And Luke has no descendants, not even a wife, nothing. Just goes to some planet to die because Luke Skywalker from the original trilogy that saved the galaxy twice has become a little wuss, according to Mickey Mouse. No, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. This film was absolutely horrible. I don't know why people are praising this now that I've seen it with my own two freaking eyes. I can confirm this film is a piece of shit. Never see it again. I will not be watching 9. I will not be watching Younger Solo, the movie, ever. This is the last straw for me. This was Strike 3. Strike 1 was Death Star 3 and Reboot Awakens and Killing Han Solo. Strike 2 was Rogue Zero. Not using Vader enough for me. Just a whole bunch of things that I just have issues with that film. Vader being number 1, of course. Sorry, but not everybody was born to see the original Star Wars on the big screen, so for me that would have been the first time seeing Vader in action. And one little scene doesn't do it for me. Sorry, it doesn't. It doesn't work. Same thing with Luke. Like, Luke should have been wrecking those walkers, turning them all to dust. 30 years, he should be at his full potential. No one would get us some stupid projection bullcrap. Are you kidding me? You should have mopped the floor with Kylo Ren. Should have mopped the floor with Kylo Ren. Should have destroyed them walkers, making up for all this time he was absent. What a little bull. And where was Rey? Rey all of a sudden sends all the other crap, but she can't say Luke is in trouble. Because all of a sudden she wants to join Kylo Ren or whatever. I'm like, it doesn't make any damn sense. I couldn't care less about her lineage. And like, she doesn't belong in a story. She ain't a Skywalker, she doesn't belong in a story. Plain and simple. Star Wars is supposed to be a family drama. This ain't a drama. Not anymore. I think that Kennedy chick says it's going to continue to be a Skywalker saga to calm people down. When in truth, all she's doing, like I said, is pushing her female agenda forward. And I have no problem with female characters. I'm cool with diversity if it makes sense. Rey being this all-powerful thing that really doesn't even get trained at all. They can just lift rocks like they're sand, like they're paper weights. It's not interesting to me. She's not a character that I want to see go forward. Like, she doesn't struggle with anything. She doesn't get into any danger. Nothing she can't just magically solve by closing her eyes, count to 10. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. This is their main protagonist. They're in trouble. They're going to lose a lot of fans. They're going to lose a lot of fans after this. But I think more and more people are starting to wake up to the bullcrap of Disney Wars. I realized it took me a little while, but I woke up and I realized how bad the Disney films are. The Star Wars Disney films are. Terrible. Terrible films. And I still like Kylo Ren in aspect. But if he's going to be the next villain, he's going to be the villain for 9 maybe future films. I'm not interested at all. Cool dude, but he's not a compelling villain. He's not menacing. If you don't have a menacing villain, you're not going to want to see the hero overcome the menacing villain. Like, if he went light and she went dark, I could be interested to see how he takes her down, but he doesn't have the balls to make her dark. They don't have the balls. I said it before. They don't have the guts to make her go dark, which is exactly what they should have done. They should have turned the tables. And the whole thing of Colin was being seduced by the light side. Should have made him go light, So I made her go dark. That way we could have Kylo redeemed and join forces with his uncle Luke. And then Luke can be like, oh, we gotta take Rey down now because she's his all-powerful Sith mistress, I guess is the word. That could have been cool. Could have been like a Jaden Core in Jedi Academy. If you go a dark side road, you get to be the new Sith Master after you kill Rosh. But the EU isn't canon anymore. I don't give a damn about canon. I just want good stories. I couldn't care less about what Mickey Mouse says what. Couldn't care less. I never cared. I never will care about Disney canon. I don't care. I've got all the books I need in my bookcase upstairs. I've got my audio books that I'm buying again. I bought a whole bunch of the original Star Wars films on my iPad, so I just watch in the background, get immersed, re-immersed in the EU. That's the stuff I grew up with. Force Unleashed, Old Republic, Jedi Academy, Jedi Knight 2, Kyle Katarn. Good characters like that. Jason Solo, Jaina, Legacy of the Force, Fate of the Jedi, Dark Empire. All that stuff is what I grew up with. The films were secondary to me. This is why this hurts me as a fan, seeing Luke destroyed like this, character-wise, and of course physically, no longer in the Star Wars universe. It doesn't hurt that much because I can just as easily ignore it, which never happened. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the alternate universe. Alternate universe. Because the real Star Wars is 1, 2, is the original Star Wars, Empire, Return of the Jedi, and Revenge of the Sith. That's it. All the ones that matter. And for me, it will continue with the expanded universe. What? This day forward? I will never watch another Disney Wars film ever again. Shows on not Han Solo, not Boba Fett or Kenobi, because these 3 films are garbage. There's no way Kenobi's gonna be any good. There's no way. Like this Kathleen Kennedy chick has proven she doesn't know how to write a good story. She does not know how to hire the right people to make a good story. She just knows how to get people that'll make Disney more money. That's it. That's it. She's the emperor. All she cares about is feeding her ego. Anybody that goes against her ego will get fired. So what happened with the Han Solo, whatever. Hired comedy directors. When they tried to make a comedy, she fired him. Well, then why the hell did you hire her in the first place? She's an idiot. She's carrying this entire franchise on her shoulders. She can't handle it. Oh well, it's your problem. I mean, like they greenlit this guy giving him his own trilogy before episode even came out. Mistake. And I don't see it with my own two freaking eyes. Man. I'm just blocking it out entirely. I just had a conversation with someone earlier today. I basically persuaded him to get immersed in the expanded universe. Because he hates his film as much as I do. I'm like, dude, just go read Legacy of the Force. You'll get 10 times more better characters than this. Read Dark Empire. Read Fate of the Jedi. Read Shattered. Crap, what's that one Mace Windu? And there was a whole bunch of books I can't remember right now. I have like a whole bunch of them off my bookcase. So I tell them, like, just go get into the EU, man, because it's not getting any better. I said it from the beginning. They're going in a direction without Jedi Knights, without Sith, and it's not cool. It's not interesting. Not with Rey. Rey's not an interesting character. She's not a good character. Okay? She's not a good character. She doesn't struggle with anything. She doesn't have any flaws. She doesn't have a freaking journey. She went from being a scavenger that collects dirt to a Jedi Master in the same film. I'm supposed to believe she's the protagonist. She's a terrible protagonist. I would have believed Finn to be a better Jedi. They wasted him too. Their horrible subplot on the casino thing. Casino looked cool, but they didn't do anything with it. As soon as they get to the damn planet, they get tasered and thrown into the prison with the creepy dude sitting in the cell, whatever his name is. The hacker guy, whatever his name is. I already vlogged out the film, so I really don't care what his name is. But yeah. I said months ago this movie's gonna be trash. You know why? Because Rogue Zero was horrible, and Reboot Awakens was a step in the right direction, but a step backwards at the same time. It took 2 steps forward and like 10 steps backwards by retreading the same bullcrap people already seen. What about the new people? I don't give a damn about the new people. People don't know what Star Wars is. Oh well, too bad. Who cares? They don't matter to me. Those people don't exist as far as I'm concerned. Star Wars has been around since the damn 70s. If you don't know what Star Wars is, oh well. It's your problem, not mine. I just want to see a continuation of this franchise. But instead of doing that, they're just starting from scratch. Going from, how do we go from Return of the Jedi to The Last Jedi? I don't get that. It's like Luke just gives up after one attempt. If you're taking a driving lesson and you crash, are you just going to give up? Or are you going to keep trying until you get your damn license? What's the difference? Make a new temple on Dantooine or some remote location. Somewhere you know you won't be able to come under fire. Sure, everyone fails. Doesn't mean you gotta give up. Basically gives Luke a suicide mission. Ridiculous. So I think this Johnson guy underestimated how much people love Luke Skywalker. He made him into a joke. And it was terrible. But the funny thing is, even with Han Solo, I feel like they were killing his character before he even died. That's takes real skill to do that. Same with Luke. I didn't recognize him at all. That was not Luke Skywalker. It wasn't. People that think it is, well, get some glasses or get your eyes checked, because it wasn't. It's like they did this to Luke. I can only imagine what they're going to do with that stupid Solo whatever film, which is another mistake, by the way. What I'm hearing, Disney's expecting it to bomb. That's funny. They're expecting it to bomb. Why release it in the first place? That's what I don't get, man. Like, they're probably going to release footage either in the upcoming week or Super Bowl or whatever. But even New Year's, I guess. But I don't watch football, so I couldn't care less. I really don't watch TV anymore, so if I stumble upon it online, maybe I'll watch the trailer and laugh my ass off. But other than that, I couldn't care less. I've always said that Solo film was a mistake, and now, well, let's just say they're gonna see for themselves. Comes out the same month as Avengers. No one's gonna care. No one's gonna care. People are gonna be drinking and being merry with their friends. People are drinking with their friends. When this idiot comes on screen for however long the trailer is, No one's going to care. No one's going to look at this kid and see Han Solo. At best, they're just going to take a look like, what the hell is that? And they'll go back to what they were doing. I guarantee. The Solo film is going to be the final nail in the coffin. Star Wars is already in the ground, so you're already done. So they give this Johnson guy a trilogy. I'm out. I have no interest. None. None. I'm going back to what I loved about Star Wars in the first place, which is the expanded universe. That's why I'm into Star Wars. Expanding universe got me into Star Wars. Those damn films. The expanding universe. That's where I belong as far as my fandom goes. So, nice try, Disney, but you failed 3 times. So, yeah. Poe Dameron's an idiot. He's a wisecracking chump. I'm like, you can't be serious. They tried to make the Hooks guy into a joke in the beginning of the film. How do you open up your film with a friggin' wisecrack? Because then no one's going to believe that their enemies or your villains are a threat because they're being made fun of by the heroes. And also, no one did that in the original trilogy. Yeah, Disney is bitten off more than they can chew, and it's going to hurt them in the long run. I said it before, say it again. They're moving into an era without Jedi Knights, without good characters, without good stories. They're just throwing stuff against the wall. If something sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't stick, oh well. They're still going to get barrels and barrels of money. And that's all they care about in the end. So my advice, if you haven't seen this film, don't waste your time. If you're a Luke Skywalker fan, don't waste your time. If you just want to see a good sci-fi film, go ahead. But it's boring. It's really long. And like, I couldn't even finish my soda because it was so long. And I figured, I'll wait till the end of the film. But it was so long I had to go to use the bathroom. Came back, I feel like I missed nothing. Because they were still on the same planet when I came back. People say the Phantom Menace was long. This feels longer than that. At least the Phantom Menace has the pod race. But, yeah. It's over, people. It's over. Go back to the original trilogy. Expanding universe materials. But that's about it. That's all that's left. Because I'm done. I'm done. Like, it pissed me off for the last time. I'm done.